What up, though? This is Shawn B Speaks Truth. I'm speaking truth like I'm in the booth with the pastor on the other side. And today, I got some very, very, very important people in the building, some VIPs. They really don't need an introduction, but I got my main man's JT and Randi Rossario in the building. What's going on, y'all?
Hey, welcome for having us.
Man, I want to thank y'all for coming. Now, let me connect these dots a little bit right here. So, earlier, a few episodes ago, I had on my Detroit lawyer. Right, so shout out to my homegirl P, and she came on and shared her awesome story of how she became a first generation Detroiter and rising up the ranks of law. And she asked me who all I would be interested in speaking to at some point in time with the podcast. And I told her, I said, Randi Rossario is pretty dope. Like, I kind of look up to her. And she was like, what? That's my homegirl. And I'm like, really? She was like, yeah, Randy's cool. Like, she's real down to earth. And I was like, okay. She was like, you should reach out to her. I'm like, bet. And I did. And like, now y'all are here. So shout out to P and shout out to you all. Once again, I really appreciate you all coming because I draw a lot of inspiration from what you all do. And I'm sure that my listeners will be able to do so as well. So just to go ahead and start off, how y'all doing today?
I feel the transition from summer into fall, and seasonal changes can kind of have you feeling drained,
which is something that we don't always necessarily pay attention to.
Yeah, it's something that if you pick it up, you catch it, but if not, you'll be wondering for weeks, what's going on? It's a season change.
Mm-hmm. Less sunlight, and it's 70 degrees when you're waking up. It's staying 70 degrees all day. Yeah. It was pretty chilly today. I feel that.
Big difference from a couple of weeks ago.
Most definitely. What about you, Randi? How you doing today?
I'm chilling. I'm good. I'm usually good, just chilling low key.
Randi, I want to let you know something, okay? So this year, at the beginning of the year, I was trying to accomplish my goals, like, seriously, right? Mm-hmm. So I was writing down a lot of things, and I was planning a lot of things. And I was talking to one of my mentors, and she told me that I needed to focus on not necessarily finding a mentor, but finding people that I respected within the craft of motivational speaking mm-hmm. and things of that nature. Mm-hmm. So I comprised a list of 5 individuals from the city. I ain't gonna say the whole list, but you were like at the top of the list, right? And this was in December, a week before the new year. And I didn't know how I was gonna be able to meet you or be able to, do anything, as far as interacting with you. But I just think that it was so dope that once I met P and she told me that she knew you and that you were so down to earth and she was like right about it, it just all lined up. So I just wanted to say that it's extremely important to visualize exactly, the things that you might want to accomplish. And when you write them down and look at them, it's some type of power behind that, I feel like. And you have one of the dopest planners out right now to try to help people do exactly that. Could you touch on that just a little bit and tell us a little bit about it and how it helps people that you've spoken to?
Oh yeah. So the Good Day Goals Planner is really just that. It's an undated yearly planner that I came up with after I came up with my workbook. And the point of it was, it's like, okay, so I'm teaching you guys how to work through certain things in the workbook and how to set certain goals and, giving you challenges to actually get there. But if you can't work through the day-to-day on how to work through actually getting there, what are you doing then? So The planner came about basically because of that. And then I said, okay, I want to do it undated because basically, like, I feel like sometimes I get, like, planners in, like, the middle of the year, and then half the planner is, like you can't use it because you got it in the middle of the year. Mm-hmm. This is your planner. It's going to be there when you're ready to use it, and use it when you can. That's
dope. And I think that that's so genuine. Like, for example, Eric Thomas, right? He has like quarterly planners that he puts out for people that, want to accomplish certain things within their lives. And his is structured in a way that if you're not on track with exactly the dates and times that are that coincide with the planner, it kind of just falls apart. Mm-hmm. But I think that that's what makes sure it's so dope is because, like you said, it's just it's an open invitation for you to go ahead and tackle what you want to tackle when you're ready to, mm-hmm. as opposed to feeling like you're confined to the rules and the dates and stuff within the planner.
Yeah,
so
on
that's
everybody else's time.
Right. That's pretty dope. So JT, man, let me ask you this, bro. So first and foremost, congratulations on y'all in the marriage.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Black love is a great thing.
Absolutely.
How is it being married to a woman who's so within the public persona, you know, like always in the public light, a lot of people know her and love her. How has that been like, you know, in comparison to maybe sometimes when you haven't had that experience or had to do that?
It would be a challenge if I was younger, and no disrespect to anybody who's under the age of 30 in the room.
No, that's truth.
That's
true.
If I was younger and not mature enough to know that she accepted my invitation into marriage for a reason, so the love is there. It will always be there. And you know, you someone being in the public eye constantly, you know, people gonna shoot their shots, say their stuff, yada yada
right.
yada. So either you're gonna be insecure about it and it's gonna be constant fights, or you're gonna be mature enough to know that that's just that. It's out there, it's the internet, or, you know, it is what it is. But mentally, you know, that's my wife and no one else's forever.
That's dope, man. That's dope. It's so important to like show that. And within today's society, it's not a lot of men that are open enough to vocalize their love for their woman, and to show that on a, you know, just show that on a public stage, you know, such as your social media and things like that. How do y'all feel about people in Detroit and just people in general feeling like y'all are quote unquote goals, like, you know, like relationship goals? They see y'all picture, they like, goals.
Take me off that pedestal.
Randy don't like that.
I don't like it. I don't like it because it dehumanizes people. I don't like being on anybody's pedestal. I feel like as soon as you put somebody on a pedestal, as soon as you start looking up to somebody on certain levels,
yeah,
like you got them on a pedestal and you expect from them. You expect them to be in a certain mood. You expect them to think a certain way. You expect them to move a certain way. You expect them to always be in a certain vibe, and that's not the case. So don't make me none of your goals. Make yourself your goals. Be a better version of yourself. Don't be nothing like me. Be better than me.
That's dope. So when people see your picture and they want to say goals, you would prefer for them to say?
I mean, they can say whatever they want to say. That's on them.
Mm-hmm.
That's, you know.
But it's more like, you know, just don't idolize what we got going on. You can admire it.
That's
like it's a thin line between admiration and
that's life overall. I feel like when you have the opportunity to look at people on social media, you are getting literally a window, a sneak peek preview, like a slice of a preview of who they are and what they have going on. Mm-hmm. So I feel like your tongue is like literally the most powerful thing that you have, and when you, or even like when you with your mind and you type in certain things, you're like, oh, I want this. Y'all don't know what I went through to be with JT. Y'all don't know what I went through, who I had to deal with, any of that to be here. Y'all don't know what relationships I had to go through. Y'all don't know what heartbreaks I had to go through. Y'all wasn't there when I was crying after losing my first husband. So don't make me goals. Don't say I'm goals, because I don't want you to go through all that. I don't want you to experience any of that heartbreak. I don't want you to experience any of that at all. At all. So no, I'm not your goals. You're your goals.
That's awesome. That's awesome, because that's really all I would see on Instagram, because I'm heavy on Instagram, and during the whole like season of y'all getting married and dropping the pictures and all of that, that's all I saw was people saying goals. But that's such a dope way of looking at it, and that's empowering as well, because I feel that a lot of times people might get to the point where they idolize somebody else as opposed to just... Man,
that's not a lot of time. That's every time. I'm about to take all of your stuff. You are a kindergartner over there, sir.
What's that? Are you talking?
So I hate noise. I don't like hearing anybody eat. I don't like hearing people chew. I don't like hearing people swallow at all. FYI. I hate it. It's the most disgusting thing in the world to me, and it will literally blow my energy. It's disgusting to me. Like completely. That's why I haven't touched this shit. Like I'll take it home with me. I don't know what it is. I've been like this my entire life, and it's not even just other people. I don't want to hear myself chew. I don't want to hear myself swallow. So I know it's me. I know it's not y'all. It's nobody else. It's me. I do not like hearing people chew. It is the most disgusting thing in the world to me.
Well, look, Randy, we don't want any, what you call it, musty ass energy.
Yeah, I don't want no musty energy.
We don't want none of that musty energy up in here. So I will refrain from drinking my Faygo and chewing on these chips.
I'm almost positive that y'all engineer appreciate it too, because don't no engineer want to have to deal with the crinkling and wrinklings and all that in their background, and he didn't deny it. So I'm gonna say I'm pretty dead on with that one. Stop eating chips on the show and eat after.
No musty energy. No musty energy. Randy,
and he still didn't deny it, and all he's doing is laughing. So I'm letting you know what it is.
How did you get to the point where you coined that term?
What?
No musty energy. Yeah.
I don't know. I just be saying stuff.
Really? And
I be saying stuff like I got a smart mouth. Like, listen, like I literally like I got a smart mouth, and I'm just positive with it. So like it's the same. I'm the same person that I've always been. I just know what's worth my time now. I know how to approach things. I know to meet people where they're at, opposed to talking to them like, hey guys, you need to do A, B, C, and D. That's not gonna get you to do A, B, C, and D. But if I come kick it with you and say, hey, all right, so what you got going on? All right, so if you do it like this and do a little bit like that, and get these people from wrong, you doing A, B, C, and D, you're gonna be able to get to it, right? When I kick it with you like that, opposed to talking at you or speaking to you like, so you need to, yes, and I'm this type of person, and I'm that type of person, and I'm this. I met you where you was at.
Did you go through a phase of like maybe being that or doing that a little bit, and you had to kind of check yourself, like, no, I don't need to come off like that? I just got out of that
phase. What you saying?
Really?
What you saying? I literally, like, if you notice my transition in my videos this week has been, it hasn't been a cousins drop a good day emoji if you drop a blue heart if you did. I'm not giving you. I can't auto tune my spirit no more. I can't. I'm not giving you.
Can you elaborate on that a little bit more? Auto tuning your spirit.
What I mean is, I'm not gonna put on a facade tone. I'm not gonna put on a facade smile if that's not how I feel. Where in the past, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm epileptic. I got migraines daily, bro. In the past, I've woken up and just said, all right, let me push through this and just smile and this and this. And I'm able to do that because I'm a radio personality. I know how to turn my voice on and off. I know how to do multiple voices and get there. Like right now. Hey, y'all, so what's going on? Hey, I know how to do that. I get there. That's my job. That's what I get paid to know how to do. You get what I'm saying? But on my everyday life, me showing my social media cousins certain things or talking to my social media cousins and kicking it with them, it can't always be, okay, guys, this is what's going on. Hey, this is how I'm feeling. That's not life. That ain't reality. That's not reality. Reality situation is that sometimes, you feel kind of crappy. Sometimes you feel like, hey, hang on now, I ain't doing nothing. Sometimes you feel like that. Sometimes you're going through situations like that. So it's okay to feel like that. And that's what I've been on really recently. Like, it's okay for you to feel the way you feel. It's okay for everybody to feel how they feel. It's okay for you to feel like forget them. It's okay for you to be upset with people. It's okay for you to be sad. It's okay for you to have all those feelings, but it's not okay to stay there. Feel how you feel, but work through those feelings. And that's more so where the direction of my whole brand is going with everything. Like, feel how you feel. For sure, be there. Keep that mindset and that energy and that vibe high, but work through those feelings, because the longer you stay there, the longer you're going to stay effed up.
What are some things that you think people can do to not stay there? Because a lot of people can say, like, I don't want to feel this way, and I don't want to continue to go through these things that I'm going through internally, but they might not know exactly what steps to take. Like me personally, I know that I was able to work through a lot of my own shit, if you will, by just speaking to people that I felt comfortable talking to about what I was going through. Aside from just finding somebody to talk to, what are some things that you would recommend for somebody to do to kind of get up off the floor?
I would, number one, the thing that usually gets me back into my groove and on my vibe is being present. A lot of the times when we're unhappy or we're upset or we're thrown off, it's because we're fighting the right now. We're fighting against what's happening right now. We're disliking or dissatisfied with the results of what's going on in this present moment. For example, we up here doing this podcast right now. If the electricity in this building went completely out right now, and you just start being upset, crying, oh, why is all this going on? That's going on because you trying to control something that's not controllable. You trying to control something that's not within your reach.
Right.
You trying to control something that you don't have any type of control over at all. So of course you are upset. Of course you are uncomfortable. Of course you're having anxiety because you're not living in the right now. You living in trying to fight what's going on right now. You living in the moment of the pull. You know what I'm saying? This is what's really going on, and you trying to make go on what you want to go on, but it's not happening yet. So one way that you can break that is by being more present. Be more present and be more grateful for right now. Because you're going to lose right now trying to make up for
what you want
to happen or what you pulling away from. You feel me? Yeah. Like, so instead of losing what you have going on right now, you got, and it's not always easy. Be clear. Be clear. My husband will tell you, like, it's I'm not always, hey guys, I'm not always like that. But I usually can get back there within an hour if I'm not like that.
And that is what's dope. Like being able to recognize that you're gonna have those ups and downs, but being able to find that place within yourself where you can get back to where you know you need to be.
Yeah.
Or where you want to be.
Yeah.
JT, you spoke on earlier when we got on about just the seasons changing and how that could have an effect on your mood and how it could have an effect on your morale and things like that. What are some things that you do when you might be in a funk or might feel like you're not, feeling like the JT that you want to be? What are some things that you do to kind of get yourself back on your level?
I have to sit down and really remember that regardless of what the situation or circumstance is, everything is happening for a reason. And that vision that we can all see, different people get it at different points in their life, but that vision that keeps you up 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, the vision that you fall into daydreaming in the afternoon, I just really buckle down into remembering, like, okay, this is all a part of the process. This is all it's all in divine order. So
you just embrace it.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's dope, man. I don't think a lot of people are strong enough to like just really tackle that head on and be able to keep their head up while they're doing it.
Yes. If you don't, you're gonna be lost, and in the midst of being lost, you're gonna lose on time, the most precious resource on earth.
JT,
one thing we cannot get back.
Where you from, man?
I'm originally from the east side of Detroit. I grew up on Moraine and Kelly.
Okay.
My mother did not want me
Hold on. Randy over here laughing. What's up?
I'm not laughing at that. I'm laughing at him over there trying to open him down now later. I told y'all I don't like noises.
Shout out Taylor. Shout out Motown Motivated, man.
You got a little cough. And now you got me over here with the germs too. Oh, Lord, get me out of here. Y'all eating food, got the coughs. It's the weather change. No, you just been sick.
He's talking about allergies.
Allergies. It's always allergies.
So it's a cough drop.
I don't believe it.
She talking about annihilated.
Nah.
But you said originally you from the east side.
Originally I'm from the east side. My mother did.
You said Moraine and Kelly area.
Moraine and Kelly.
Okay.
They don't even cross, do they? It's like, no, I'm just playing.
I'm not from the east side, so I really don't know. I currently reside on the east side as of now, but that's not where I'm from.
You are so blessed.
You think so?
That is so blessed.
You think so?
Yes.
Is that sarcasm?
No, that's a blessing. I mean that. You're not from the east side,
What's
but
up?
you get to live there now. That is such a blessing that you get to experience our realness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
okay.
What area are you originally from?
I'm originally from the west side of Detroit. That's where I stayed all the way up until I went to college. Puritan Avenue between Wyoming and Livernois. Like up
what street?
Cherry Line.
Oh, I grew up on Ohio. That's my west side hood.
Huh? Ohio and Puritan?
Mm-hmm. PA, 7 Deuce, what's poppin'?
Randy just threw up
PA, yeah.
Puritan.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and I'm going to hit you with East Warren with that hand. Stop playing.
Okay.
Because East Warren, my hood I grew up in, and then Puritan was my summertime west side hood.
Damn. Like as a kid growing up? Or like as a grown kid?
No, as a kid growing up. My aunt lived on Ohio. So a lot of my
like right off of Puritan?
Off of Wyoming.
Damn.
No, wait. Because Wyoming run this way, right?
Yeah, and Puritan go that way.
Yeah, off of Puritan. Yeah, right off Puritan. A block and a half off Puritan.
Wow. I stayed on Cherry Line, the same block where the park was at.
How old are you?
I'm 27.
27? We might have had some mutual friends when we was younger. Did you have friends over that way?
Yeah, that's where I'm from.
Okay. Like the Christians?
The Christians?
Yeah, Brian Christian, Lano Christian, Eno.
I know Lano.
Ashley, Mike Ogletree.
White Mike.
Yeah. Valerie, Valerie and Amber.
Hey, Randy just killed me. You talking about Mike's sister?
No, that's other little Amber. That's other Amber. Brandon Anderson, both of them. Corey Anderson.
Cash G. Shout out to Cash G. Yeah, his their brother just passed away.
Yeah, Brian passed away. Rest in peace to him. Absolutely.
Damn.
Yeah, small world.
Wow.
That's my family though.
Wow, Randy. That's pretty cool. I didn't know you had ties to Puritan Avenue.
I got ties to everything in the city.
That's what's up. And, my main man's Mike. Shout out Mike. He stayed on Ohio and Puritan for a hot minute. So his people still over there. But I stayed on Cherry Line, that same block where the park was.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's up.
And a lot of people from that area, a lot of my old childhood friends from Kentucky, Wisconsin, Green Line, all up from, and over there, they repost your videos.
That's what's up.
And that's another reason why I felt like it was extremely important for me to try to connect with you, because I know that the people that I grew up around, the people within the same neighborhoods and areas that I'm from, they are inspired by your videos.
That's what's up.
Like, it moves them. I got homies that don't repost nothing. They don't even repost my stuff, but they repost your videos. You know what I'm saying?
And now it makes sense because you like, oh, y'all know her. Y'all grew up with her.
See, it's the vibe. It's the vibe. That's dope, man. That's dope. So you was just straight East Side through and through?
No, dog. Don't let them tell you that.
So what happened after your East Side, the humble East Side beginnings, JT? What happened after that, bro?
So after my humble East Side beginnings,
Yeah.
I was privileged to transition during my high school years. I went to high school in Southfield.
You went to Southfield, Lathrop? You don't strike me as an S-Rec kind of guy.
No.
Okay.
That's my crew went to S-Rec. They would come back to Lathrop after school and
Is that the Southfield reject school?
No, it's not a Southfield reject school.
No,
Southfield rejects and criminals.
It's an alternative school.
About your memory, no more.
It's an alternative school for children that just, some kids that need to get back on track. You know what I'm saying?
So
It's only funny because we were just talking about this school last week.
We know the West Siders. We know SRAC is the Southfield
West Side
academic campus, right?
Yeah.
So if you went to one of the Southfield schools, the people there at either High or Lathrop would say, "Oh, that's Southfield rejects and criminals."
Wow.
So we were.
I never heard that abbreviation before.
Well, maybe it was just a Lathrop thing.
Maybe it was just a Lathrop thing.
What high school did you go to, man?
I went to Regina.
Regina?
Yeah.
Who was that?
Who is that? I went to the East.
Exactly.
I went to. Hey, I'd rather go to Regina than Lathrop, but don't get me going to that. I went to the East Side's Ladywood, Marion.
It's like an all-girls school?
Yeah, it's
Oh, okay.
all girls, mostly Caucasian school.
Oh.
It was about 8 black girls in my graduating high school class.
What? How was that?
It was dope. I loved it. I didn't know that black people weren't like me until.
What do you mean? What do you mean by that? Did black people weren't like you?
My sister just sent me a video on Instagram, and it was like me after I dropped my hood friends off, and it was like playing some country song, and my sister's like, "This you," and I wanted to be offended.
But
But
like
I
country
couldn't
music?
be offended. No, not country. Oh, I like all music. If I can bop to a country song, I'll bop to a country song. Be clear. Like
Okay.
as long as I can Millie rock to it, I'm good. Like for real. But no, I like different music. I grew up listening to like NSYNC, Backstreet Boys, Britney Spears, LFO, groups like that. Like I grew up listening to Ashley Simpson, music like that. So I wasn't introduced to like rap music for real, like that, like for real rap music until I was like a teenager for real. And then, yeah, then 17, 18 is when it got real. I'm like, hey, I'm black.
Okay, that's what's up. See, my experience is kind of vice versa with the music. Like I didn't listen to. I grew up on Cherry Line and Puritan, so that's all I knew.
Yeah.
I didn't get out a lot.
Yeah.
And so I listened to rap music all the way up until I got to college and met like some different ethnicities and got turned on to some different things. But that wasn't until like a few years ago.
Well, when I first started on Detroit scene completely, that's actually when Jeff and I first were dating. Oh, JT, excuse me. When we first were dating, my nickname was White Girl because of the certain tone and presentation. So then I just started defending myself and fighting, and that just kind of went away.
You know, Randy, believe it or not, that's something that I've had to do throughout my life. I haven't had to do it as of recent, but growing up in the Detroit public school system, I had to defend the way that I spoke quite often.
Yeah.
And it didn't make it any better that I was probably like the fairest complexion of everybody in my classes, in addition to speaking the way that I spoke.
And that makes people want to question your blackness, and it's like how.
Yeah, and it's like I know all the same, people at the store, y'all know, you know what I'm saying? I'm cool with the crackheads too.
I have the same
I can just
disadvantages.
enunciate, you know what I'm
I have
saying?
the
You
same.
feel me, bro? Come on
I have
now.
the same disadvantages in life. I have the same. I go through the same problems as you. The skin being lighter, the that makes no difference, and that's what makes.
Randy, I'm mad
difference.
you got me scared on my own show to drink.
I'm happy. I'm so
drink
happy.
my beverage.
I'm happy that y'all turning around to drink y'all drink because listen, and they only drinking pop, y'all. I just don't. I don't know what it is. I don't know when it started to happen. I don't know what. It's just the thought, the noise with food or drinks. It's just the thought. I don't know if it's just like my mind being a 5-year-old and people like me visualizing like the drink just, being drunk and just going down your throat or what. I don't know what it is, but yeah, my mind is very different, obviously.
I got you. You still got a lot of JT. You still got a lot of ties to Southfield, bro.
Absolutely.
Where do you find most of your time being spent within like your Southfield community of people or like your Detroit community of people, or you just like tug of war? You just go back and
neither. Our time is spent with our out of town friends.
For the most part, yeah. Either that or, we just came off of a pretty extensive travel season, so we like to chill and just to be off in our own little world.
And eat Snickers ice cream.
Yeah. Snickers ice cream.
Yeah, man. That's what's up.
Yeah, he loves cookies.
That's what's up.
He loves sweets. No, seriously, like legit loves. I tried to prank him yesterday.
How so?
We were at what's that place called? Black Rock.
Okay.
And I was like, I told the waitress that it was his birthday. So I'm like, this is gonna be fun. They got good macaroni. She told me it was nasty yesterday. I ought to go back up there. But anyway, yeah, we should have still got it. But anyway, look, I ain't gonna be mad because I specifically asked her, was that macaroni and cheese good? And she told me, she looked me in my face and told me that bold face lied, but that's okay. I'm gonna go back up there. Anywho, I tried to trick him. Well, I tried to get him or whatever. And I'm like, I told the lady that it was his birthday. The gosh darn lady bring the gosh darn dessert out. This fool face light up. He like, oh, who birthday is it? What? Me? Oh yeah, it's my birthday. I forgot my spoon. Where my spoon at? She like, I'm gonna bring you a new one. I'm like, oh, that backfired. I forgot he greedy.
Okay. Well, it all worked out in the end. Extra dessert.
Amazing.
What was the dessert, bro?
So listen, they put a whole sheet of brownie on a plate. Put 4 scoops of ice cream, 4 big scoops of ice cream, one in each corner.